8 for revealing to my adoptive parents that I feel anger towards them. I, 19F, was adopted at birth. I didn't know until I was 17, and I found out in the worst way. My grandpa was drunk and blurted it out. I asked my parents, and they confessed. Instead of being understanding, they called me ungrateful for asking. Looking back, so many things suddenly made sense. My parents' family often excluded me from things like family pictures and reunions. My mom would sometimes fight it, but it never helped. I always felt like I didn't fit in. When I turned 18, I moved in with my roommate. She suggested it might be cool to find my biological parents. I asked my parents, and once again, they called me ungrateful. I didn't know where to start. My roommate suggested an ancestry DNA test. So we did it, and boom, I matched with my biological uncle. We emailed, then talked on the phone. He told my biological mother about me, and she freaked out. Meeting her was amazing. I love her, but this doesn't take away from the love I have for my adoptive parents. I just hate that they lied. I also met the rest of my biological family. Since my adoptive parents treated me like I was betraying them just for asking about my origins, I didn't tell them, but I knew I would have to eventually. I visit my biological family sometimes, and keeping it a secret was making me feel guilty. So I decided to tell them yesterday. I texted my mom and asked if I could come over for dinner. She said yes. When I got there, all my siblings were present, which made me uncomfortable, but I knew if my parents found out, my siblings would too. At first, everything was fine. My dad said he was happy to see me. Then I told them. Their initial reaction was shock. My mom asked my siblings to leave so she and my dad could talk to me alone. To my surprise, they weren't angry, just disappointed. They asked why I did it. I told them the truth. I had spent 17 years thinking my blood was theirs, and when I found out it wasn't, I needed to know where I came from. They asked how I could forget everything they did for me. They said family is more than blood. I told them I hadn't forgotten, but I was angry that they hid the truth from me. My biological parents gave me up because they were poor and lived in a rural area with little opportunity. That actually made me more grateful for my adoptive parents. But my mom got offended. She couldn't understand how I could feel any anger toward her and my dad. I told them I should leave. My mom told me not to come back until I learned to be grateful and appreciate family. Now I don't know what to do. I'm exhausted, and this whole situation is stressing me out.